I mean, it's recording.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so lesson three. This lesson is going to be on obesity and dieting. So this lesson would be for high school students because it's about dieting, and I don't think any younger than that should really be worrying too much about that. But also, Health Education Standard 7 is what we're going to be using for this. I mean, we've gone over it in all the videos so far, but it says students will demonstrate the ability to practice health-enhancing behavior and avoid and reduce risks. So the valued outcomes of this lesson are that students will understand the risk factors that can be related to obesity. These can include heart disease, increased risk for diabetes, these type of things. Valued outcome number two, students will understand the importance of diet and exercise in relation to obesity in their health. And then the third one, students will be introduced to the difference between healthy and unhealthy dieting. So that kind of goes over things like, just changing your diet to take in less calories and eat more fruits and vegetables and more proteins versus, simple sugars or simple starches, those type of things. Unhealthy dieting, maybe like liquid diets or something where you're fasting or doing something that is not good for your health. All right. Description of strategy for this lesson. So I would start out by using a PowerPoint. The students will be given a short lecture on obesity rates in the United States and the health risks that go along with these increased rates. Obviously, we've seen an increased risk in heart disease and diabetes in the United States. Just something they should be aware of moving forward. And then we would have the students get involved in a teacher-led discussion. I'd probably be the teacher since it's my lesson, but you never know. If this is a hit on YouTube, you never know. Maybe we'll see this lesson all over the country, but I doubt it. So moving on. So the discussion will be on weight loss and how it can be a positive and a negative in certain situations. So just so that people don't realize that, getting skinnier is not always positive, especially depending on the way you're losing weight and what types of weight you're losing. So this would probably end up being a small intro into eating disorders, which we'll talk about in another lesson. And thirdly, the students will be given 5 case studies of individuals who are trying to lose weight. They'll use different diet techniques and they'll have different reasons for why they're dieting. And each student will have to decide whether that case study is a healthy reason for dieting or an unhealthy reason, and whether the way they're dieting is healthy or unhealthy. And they have to explain why. Materials needed. So you need the case study worksheet for the students to complete, and you also need a projector. You got it. You also need a projector to get through the lecture. So formative evaluation, level 1 level of understanding would be students will understand that obesity rates are becoming a problem in the United States. Pretty straightforward. Moving on, level 2, students will understand why obesity can be a health issue because of its relation to problems such as heart disease and diabetes. Level 3, students will understand how exercise and diet can affect weight loss or weight gain, depending on what you're looking for. Level 4, students will be able to understand the difference between unhealthy and healthy dieting. I think that's the most important moving forward, just because I think there are a lot of kids who would like to change things about their appearance if it's either lose or gain weight, but we just need to understand that there are healthy and unhealthy reasons for doing it and ways to do it. Yeah. And then the points of emphasis, like we've talked about, not all weight loss is healthy, and that's very, very important to think about moving forward. And also, diet and exercise can positively affect health, not just appearance. So you want to make sure this lesson doesn't seem like it's knocking dieting, because, dieting itself, just literally changing your diet to increase nutrients and maybe decrease calories, if that's a problem for you, can be positive for your health. Alright, that's the end of my lesson 3.